Hey, what's up guys? So there is now a way to basically upgrade your Uniden LRD950 and effectively turn it into a Uniden DFR7. As you guys know, they're basically the same detector. I have done a video going over the differences, and there are some nice firmware differences and software updates that the DFR7 has that the LRD950 does not. Now, something that was just found out on the forum, a big thank you to Someone for posting this up. Uniden actually just released the firmware for their DFR7. You can go to their website now and download it. It's version 1.00, the original one. There's no updates for the DFR7. However, they've released that firmware. And what's cool is because that's basically the exact same detector as the LRD950, you can go onto their website, download the firmware for the DFR7 and apply it to the LRD950. And a number of people have already done this so far, and it turns out it's working out really well. So if you do that, you'll basically get the LRD950, and it'll say version 1.00, which is the DFR7's firmware. So you're going to be getting a lot of nice updates that the DFR7 brings, like the KA filter, the ability to separate your BSM filter and TSR without having to rely on two different firmware versions. I've done a separate video on that, different firmware versions for different features. Now you can just get everything built into one. There's things like being able to disable the voice alert, so when your detector starts up, it doesn't say Uniden and GPS connected when you start up. So there's a lot of nice updates that the DFR7's firmware brings. So for those of you guys who have an LRD950, go ahead and update. I'll put this link here in the video description so you can go right to it, as well as this discussion area on RDF. A bunch of people have actually done the update so far, and it is updating fine, no issues. So far so good. There's going to be some testing, of course, just to make sure everything is going well, but a number of people have done it. I don't anticipate any issues, and everything seems to actually be working out really well. So, everybody's wondering, should every LRD950 owner upgrade? Honestly, yeah, I think so. There's some really nice updates. There's really nothing to lose. If you're curious and you're wondering, oh, I don't want to break anything, you can always back down and put the LRD950's firmware back on your LRD950 and kind of flash back if you don't want to run the DFR7's firmware. So there's no problem if for whatever reason you want to go back. As far as any performance differences, again, I don't think there's going to be any in this way, but there's going to be some testing coming up. The guys down in Texas are awesome at this, so they got their detectors updated, and they're going to be doing some testing for us as well. So as far as staying updated on the testing results, take a look here at this thread, and then of course on RDF, there's a bunch of testing stuff that's always being posted, so make sure you take a look there as well. So anyways, for those of you guys who own an LRD950, you can go ahead and apply this software update and effectively turn it into a DFR7. No, of course, you're not going to get the blacked out case of the DFR7. It's not a hardware update, it's just a firmware update, right? But you're going to get a lot of the nice benefits that the DFR7 brings. So just a quick heads up for those of you guys who have an LRD950, go ahead and apply this update and you'll get some nice sweet benefits. So awesome. There you go. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.